Okay, so here we are at our second test, and what we've done is we've moved the speaker 500 feet from the building. And what you'll see now, elevation-wise, is now all of a sudden we are about level with the second floor of the building, all right? Which is obviously closer to your elevation. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to measure the noise here. Right? And this is going to be the same decibel as it was down in the valley. Right? We're ranging 92 to about 103. Okay, so we'll start walking towards the complex. Obviously, the same thing's going to happen. The sound is going to decline. I guess the issue here is just how much. Okay, where I'm going to stop is exactly where I had stopped first during the first experiment, which was at the ground floor of the second floor of 400 high. And what I can tell you now is already we're registering between 75 and 85. Okay, I'm at the exact same spot as I was when we measured from our original. And here we are at 80 or 75. Going to be over 80. Okay, 75 to 80. Walking toward the complex. Still 75 to 80. Okay, so we're approaching. Now, what I can tell you is, from here, I can hear the dogs. Now, here's where the complication starts, right? The challenge is, I'm going to begin hearing the throughway as well. What I can tell you is, I can hear the dogs, I can hear the throughway. What I'm registering right now is 75 to 85. All right, now that's far higher than we were before. Okay, so here we go. I can still hear the dogs. I am now at the corner of the closest unit to the 500-foot outdoor play run, which would conform to code. We are at 74 to 80, actually 74 to 83. And again, you know, I want to be objective with this. I can hear the throughway. I can also hear the dogs. That's the truth. So we'll wrap around like we did before. I can still hear the dogs. I can also hear the throughway. Okay, at this point, I really can't hear the dogs. It's just the throughway. And we're registering between 75, actually 70 to 78. Okay, so we'll take a walk back like we did last time. And what I'd like you to see is from here, as we approach the far side of the building, you're going to see the speaker that we've arranged to send out the sound, right, to generate the sound. Whereas before, in our first test, that was below grade, right? That was in that valley. Okay, again, the sound is getting higher and higher. Okay, I think you might be able to see the speaker off in the distance, the black box, right? So that is beyond the building, right? We're conforming to code at this point. That is 500 feet beyond the building. And of course, from a sound perspective, we believe that it's at a while it's further, it's disadvantageous from a sound decibel perspective. Closer, again, we get the buffer from the concrete barrier. Here, we're not afforded that opportunity, okay? And you're probably picking up the dog barking on the video itself. You know, another thing to mention is, just from a visual perspective, if you're walking out here, right, and you're walking toward the building, here you're going to see the dogs, right? There'll be a fenced-in area, and you will literally get a visual of the dogs. Whereas, if we place the dog run where we're proposing, it will be in this valley, and there will be no visual of the dogs. They'll be below grade. You'll just be looking at, you know, the driveway and the parking area. All right, so that's another thing to consider.